engine.
And good evening, and welcome to a how-to session on the MX-5 at Laguna Seca. This is Iracing 2019 Season 4, and this is the MX-5 Cup Fixed Series. It's a rookie series, and I'm going to do a few laps here, and then we're going to analyze some of the time. So right now, the fast time on the board is a 140. Some people can probably do a little bit faster than that, I'm sure. Again, I am driving the MX-5, pretty much 900 degrees of wheel and 100% diff manual transmission, no aids whatsoever. And so this is a fixed setup, not a lot you can change. So let's go out here and let's do a few laps and see what we can do here, and then we'll do some analysis. And if everything works out good, we got about 15 minutes or so, and we will actually run the race as well. So let's give this a shot here. Get my screens in the right order. So let's see how we do. So of course, easy coming out of the pits.
There's traffic behind. Watch your mirrors.
Of course, I do have my crew chief going, so we'll see how it goes. So haven't really run this in a while, so I'm not really certain how it's going to come out. I do know I tend to have a few good laps with the MX-5, and then everything kind of starts to taper off. But we'll see how it goes. Let's get through our out lap here. So Laguna Seca is one of those tracks that most people love it. It's one of those iconic tracks, especially if you're driving the MX-5. And you can have some really good races here. It can be a tricky course, especially with things like the corkscrew. You get used to that. But the MX-5 setups, even the default ones, are pretty good, at least as far as I'm concerned. You know, there's lots of room for improvement as usual. The car should certainly be a little bit more nimble the way they set it up. But all right, so here's our first time lap, which I'm going to not quite talk as much about.
7th position.
Might pick up a little bit of a toe here. Either that or might get screwed up totally. Didn't really want to race somebody on this.
Sector 2 is 1.3 seconds off the pace.
All right, well, I guess we'll chalk that up to, guess he should have figured out what he was doing. All right, so this will end our first time lap. Let's see what we come up with.
Sixth place. You're now 3.8 seconds off the pace.
So, turns 1 and 2 here. Second gear. Usually try to double apex that. A little bit of brake. Third gear through that corner. Try to set up for this next one. If you can get the line exactly right, you could pretty much do that almost full throttle. Maybe just a little bit of a lift. Hold it in fourth till number 2 here. Do not downshift into second. That's a third gear corner.
You've gone outside of track limits there.
And we messed that up. Fourth gear, get to 2. A little bit of brake, let it coast through, get back on the gas as soon as you feel comfortable, because that's really the main thing there. Get out on the sand there, it'll definitely throw the car around. Get up to the top of the hill, hard brake down to second. Don't overdo it. Don't try to go too fast through the corkscrew. Fourth gear, hit the apex. Down to third. Let the car rotate through the corner. Get down to the 1 marker. Second gear. Get back on the gas as quickly as you can. So even with messing up that 1 corner, I took almost a second off. So head back down to the first corner here. Almost to number 2, hard brake. Third, second. Don't push too hard. Another place not to go too hard. Yeah, that was even better. So we got a 143.6, definitely not.
Sector 1 is 0.44 off the pace.
0.44. Well, that's not too bad. The top here. Let the car settle. Heading up to the top of the hill. 3 marker, hard brake. Down to second.
Sector 2 is 0.43 off the pace.
Okay, I'm about 0.4 off each sector, I guess. Apex that corner. Keep it nice and tidy. Third gear. Yeah, that last corner, if you get it right, will set you up nicely for some time. Don't try to over brake it.
P5, good lap. That's your quickest today. That puts you 2.3 seconds off the pace.
A nice, good apex of the corner there. Yeah, most of these corners, it's just a matter of getting the line and the gear right. If you can manage it. This one especially, if you can get it just perfect, you can get back on the gas really fast.
Sector 2 is 0.2 off the pace.
Oh, that was much quicker. And the corkscrew is another place that if you can get that right, you can gain some time. So this will be, I think, 5 or 6 laps that we've done. So I'm going to pull off to the side here.
P3, good lap. That's your quickest so far. You're currently 1.8 seconds off the leader's pace. That lap time was 1:42.47. Oh, fuck's sake, Michael. Restart it and get on it.
It does not like it when you pull off to the side and take forever to get on there. So let's go back through here and actually got a few minutes and we'll look at a lap here. So my fastest was a 1:42.4. And
the guy in front has just done a 1:42.05.
All right, so hopefully he won't talk too much. So let's follow this through here. So starting at the beginning, full throttle, definitely upshift to 5th, and then pretty much right before the 2 marker, you're going to really hard brake and try to get it through here, 2nd gear. Lots of different lines through there, different people. You can experiment with different ones. A lot of people run different ones. This corner, 3rd gear, try to hit that apex, try to use those curbs as much as possible. This one up to 4th. Hit the apex, roll it out. So here we are pretty much right at the 2 marker. You're going to downshift to 3rd. Pretty much standard apex of the corner. And up the hill, and we're going to do the same thing. 2 marker, just past it. A little bit of brake. Use the curb. Don't go hardly any farther than that though. Cut to the left side, get up here, and right after the 3rd brake marker, really hard, down to 2nd. Apex, apex, get back on the gas, get up to 3rd, get it to 4th. Could have gotten closer to that apex, but right here, almost to the 1, downshift to 3rd. Some people take it in 4th. It depends on what you feel like. And then 1 marker, hard down to 2nd, inside apex, get back on the gas as quickly as possible, and then run down halfway roughly to the line, and that is a 1:42. So very quickly, let's look at Gene Kessler, who's a 1:40.6. Let's see if their lap is available. Looks like it might be. So going to do this from inside the car, see if they do anything too much different than I do. So let's see. So heading down towards turn 1 and turn 2. Wow, did he actually take that in 3rd? That would be weird. Let's analyze that for a second. So can almost not see his dashboard here. I'll back him up through this turn. So I'm going to adjust here so I can see this a little bit better. So I'm thinking it did get down to 2nd. It didn't really indicate that well. So 3rd gear through here, that's about normal. 4th gear through here. Nothing too different so far except the way they did turn 1 and turn 2, which he did brake really late. Same thing here. It's kind of late braking past the 2 marker, which if you can do it and you've got the ability, you can certainly pick up time. So we're up to 4th here. That one's more probably about carrying the speed. And then getting to the top of the hill, it didn't really brake until the 2nd marker. So again, late braking. Nice apex of that corner. Let's see which gear he carries this one in. So, okay, so
the guy behind has just done a 142.54.
they do keep it in fourth, and then so it looks like a lot of trail braking and a lot of very late shifting for Gene here. So there's another alternative, and like I said, they did a 140.6, I think it was. So a little bit different, a little bit faster, and it really comes down to what you're comfortable with. So with that, I've only got about 3 minutes, I think, before the race session is going to start here. So I am going to call it on the HOWTO and switch to the in card. So if you're running this race this week or any subsequent weeks in iRacing, hopefully you get something out of this video and it's a little bit helpful, especially if you're new to iRacing. And thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and tune back into the channel. I'm trying to do one of these every week, especially for some of the lower series. See if I can help people out. And time to move on to the race.